Filling up underneath the gravel.
Yes.
So last night, when we were building the teleporters, you asked me a question about my favorite plural noun.
Yeah, your favorite word plural argument.
I don't have one of those, but I do have a favorite word that I would like to share with you.
All right, let's hear it.
There's some explanation that goes into how we get into it. I got to lead into it.
Okay.
You know what a palindrome is?
Yes.
For those who don't know, a palindrome is a word that is the same word whether it's spelled backwards or forwards. And not just a word, but a phrase or sentence too.
Right.
So, simple words like mom and dad, those are palindromes. Race car is a palindrome because it doesn't matter whether you spell it forwards or backwards, it's still race car. And that's a pretty fun word concept as it is, palindrome. I was a while back I was surfing around on Tumblr and someone was complaining that palindrome is not a palindrome. And I'll type it in here. Palindrome. That is not a palindrome. You spell palindrome backwards, you don't get palindrome.
That's true.
That was where the learning came in. Someone responded by typing palindrome backwards. Mord Nilap. Amortenlap is a word.
Really?
Amortenlap is a word that when spelled backwards makes a different word.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
So, for example, Amortenlap is an Amortenlap because when you spell it backwards, you get palindrome.
Wow.
Things like lever and revel.
Revel.
So while palindrome is not a palindrome, it is an Amortenlap.
I'm not gonna lie, my mind's kind of blown right now.
That is a word that I enjoy.
I am with you on that one. I like that.
Oops.
Let's see, do I feel like filling all this up? I kinda do.
Those poor squide. So,
They've got millions upon millions of cubic blocks of ocean and water. They'll be fine.
until you completely cement them in gravel.
Well, they should have moved when they had the chance.
Yeah, they have millions and millions of cubic feet of ocean to swim in, and they choose right where we're building.
You know?
Always. I've noticed mobs do that. Cows, chickens, zombies, creepers. Always right where you're building.
It's annoying. I can never figure that out about these freaking mobs, man. Or maybe they just want to get in the way. Maybe it makes them feel special.
Could be. I need to stop lagging. That would be good. I still have more than half of the floor to fill in. Oh yeah, more than half. I'm only like a third of the way done. Excuse me.
And more than lap. I'm still on that. More night potion. I'm trapping myself in here, but I can get out.
Painting yourself in a corner. As it were.
More like graveling myself into a corner.
That's fun too.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to give myself an exit here because that's smart.
That would be the smart thing to do.
SMRT.
Neither a palindrome nor an immortan lap. There's a zombie skeleton hanging out in here. How'd you get all the way down here? You're like, what are you doing? And he just died. I think he drowned to death. Night vision. Although for us, it's more like underwater vision.
Which is just as good.
I was watching a video on YouTube the other day.
Mm-hmm.
As part of their Indiegogo, Rooster Teeth has brought back this video series called Game Time, I think. I forget exactly what it was called. But it was basically Bernie, founder of Rooster Teeth, playing games with these other two guys. I don't know what they're from, but they also do web creation content for YouTube and whatnot. And he was basically interviewing them as they played games online. Actually played Game Dev Tycoon.
Game Dev Tycoon.
Yes.
I'm not familiar with that one at all.
Yeah, it's you basically start out as a game developer in your garage, and in the, I want to say, 80s, because you start out only being able to make on 2 different PCs. There's no gaming consoles yet.
Okay.
You actually go through a series in the video. They actually go through the series for the release of Nintendo and the Genesis. So they can't call them the Nintendo and the Genesis, but
you kind of
yeah, it's the NES. It's basically the NES and the Sega Genesis.
Okay.
So it was just interesting because they were talking about when they first got founded, what they would compare themselves to. And it was kind of funny because they were talking about how they would fight. You know, they used to have those websites that had, remember those websites that have those top links to other websites on it to try and show you where to go, where new content, good content was?
Yeah.
Way back in the 90s.
Yep.
And their biggest competition that they were always trying to be like was Homestar Runner.
No kidding.
Back in the 90s, Homestar Runner was the most popular website just for creative content.
Like Homestar Runner was the precursor to just about most of these really popular original content sites.
You could say it was a precursor to Newgrounds and YouTube.
Yeah.
Except it just wasn't user generated stuff. It was. And they made a good comment. They said that Homestar Runner still holds up.
It really does.
If you go back and watch their stuff, it's still pretty funny.
I mean, they're still being mentioned in very relevant modern day things.
Oh yeah.
For example, Dogecoin. Like, if it weren't for Homestar Runner, there'd be no Dogecoin.
Yeah, there would be no Doge.
And there would be no Doge, yeah.
Before, yeah, all you young internet peoples who think they're hip with the Doge meme, yeah, that wasn't the first reference of Doge on the internet. The first reference of Doge was Homestar Runner. What is up, my
dog? D-O-G-E. Doge?
Did you just call me your Doge? Right. My Doge. That was the first Doge. And we would all say it. That's how we would greet each other. We'd be like, what's up, my Doge?
What it is, my Doge. When Dogecoin came along, that made me super happy. Especially because Doge was still a word in my common vernacular.
I use it. I still use it. I have to be careful when using it, though, because I don't want people to think I'm referring to the Doge dog meme.
Oh.
It's like, no. Homestar Runner. Homestar Runner. What is up, my Doge? D-O-G-E.
Such unoriginal. So not funny. Wow. Is what they would say to you.
Probably. And I'd be like, yeah, okay, you're like 10. Shut up. Get off the internet. It was actually someone had posted a little cartoon funny on Tumblr. Some guy was trying to be a smart ass, and the comeback was, shh. You're 12. You still need your parents' permission to go on Disney.com. How you doing in here?
Me? So far, so good.
Gravelaroo!
Gravelaroo!
I choose you! Gravelaroo!
Gravel.
I choose you, shoe.
I don't even remember what shoe. No, wait. We never heard what shoe sounded like.
No, shoe doesn't have a sound. Shoe is just shoe.
I remember Roostor. All he said was Roostor.
I don't think they really went into too much detail about all the different Chimpokemons sounded like.
It really didn't need to. Just the absurdity carried itself.
Yeah. I do like that there was a shoe, and it was just a shoe. It's like they didn't even try. They just, it's a shoe.
They didn't have to. Like the commentary just, it was just too good.
Yeah. Well, all right. That's the base floor for the factory.
All right. Very cool. Oh, man. This is ginormous.
Yeah, well, factories, I'm going for like a steampunk factory style thing. Usually they're pretty big because the machinery was so big.
Right.
And we're going to fill it up with things to make it look like it's got conveyor belts and whatnot, so.
All right, shall we dive back in?
Oh, yes.
Whee! Sploosh.
All right, so first I want to set the front doors. Two, three, four, five. It's hard to tell. Give me gravel. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
You're gonna do metal doors or wood doors?
I was thinking metal doors. I don't know if they'll let me put them down.
Let's see.
Find out. Iron doors. Oh, yeah, look at that.
Cool.
Cool. But I won't be able to put anything down to activate them. Usually water washes away pretty much anything redstone powered.
Even buttons?
Even buttons.
Oh, I never knew that.
Pressure plates might be safe. But yeah, levers and buttons get walked away.
Yep. Yeah. Pressure plate. Oh, pressure plates work.
Nice.
Now you just can't get out. Never mind.
Alright, well, we'll leave that for now. And, have to, put in the walls. Just trying to figure out how high to make the walls. Because I want the roof to still be underwater.
Hmm.
Let's see how high we can go from this point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. 13 breaks the water.
Okay, so do you want it to be a multiple floor warehouse?
I was thinking that way, yeah, with scaffolding and whatnot.
Hmm.
So... Would it be interesting just to have like the ceiling, the roof just above the surface that you can stand on it, or just below the surface so that it's underwater too? Or I was also wondering if we should do an angled roof.
We could do an angled roof, yeah.
I was thinking like the front and back would be flat, but the two sides arc in towards the middle. So like from...
And then the rest would arc down.
Yeah, because we would do like
like this.
Oh, that's not good. That'll look weird. No. Yeah, like that. We'll use that instead. Skip the stairs.
Okay. Actually, we could use the stairs for anything below the water.
No, it'll still create that effect.
Yo.
Look. It's weird.
Ah. Nuts. Okay.
I don't think that angle will work.
You know what I was thinking? Instead of arcing down from side to side, maybe we could start from like this block here and arc going back.
We could do that, and then on the inside, that arced part would be like a lobby, and then the actual warehouse would be in the back.
Yeah, that'll be good.
All right, so yeah, let's do that. So start that arc. You had the starting point. I don't remember exactly where it was. It was
okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Somewhere under the ice floats. Oh, there you go. Somewhere under the ice flows. Way down low. Oh, Squide. Squide.
Okay. Actually, how high should the lobby be? Like 5, 6 blocks or 4?
I think that's a good spot. If it's going to arc up, so like that'll be the lowest part, and then the lobby will have a vaulted ceiling.
And so, how low would the lobby ceiling be?
Well, like I said, it'll be vaulted if you're going to put an angle on it.
What would the lowest point be?
Like what you have right there would be fine.
Okay, that's 3, that's 4, 5, 6. Start with 5.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I'm happy with anything more than 3.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be higher than 3.
Oh no! There.
Oops. Boom.
Man. Squid's opening a door. I think he's stuck. There's a pocket of air there.
Oh.
On the button.
Oh, oops. Too high. Doop, 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 doop.
I freed the squad.
Yay.
Get in there.
Oops. Too far.
Come on.
Yeah. Oops. Are you familiar at all with the YouTube channel Pronunciation Manual?
I am not. It sounds like something I would need.
Oh, there's a YouTube channel called Pronunciation Guide, if memory serves correct. And Pronunciation Guide basically gives you the pronunciation of various words, like just various random words.
Right.
Pronunciation Manual is a parody account. They essentially do the same thing, but just horrifically screw up the pronunciations of various words.
Nice.
So, for example, astronaut is pronounced. Actually, it's each video is about 10 seconds long, and some of them will actually repeat the pronunciation, and some of them will just like procrastinate or just hesitate to like give the give the pronunciation. So, like, for example, astronaut, like, they spend like 5 seconds just procrastinating and just hesitating, so it ends up being like ass donut. Most of them are just really silly, but a lot of most of them are just hilarious.
Right.
Like, there is a I think my favorites are like some of the ways they screw up the pronunciations of the names of various actors and singers and things like that. So, like, for example, Benedict Cumberbatch. They pronounced it Bucket Crunder Dunder.
What?
Bucket Crunder Dunder. Yeah. My absolute favorite was the way they pronounced Kanye West's name.
God.
Scrody Wantusis. Scrody Wantupsis. Scrundy Wantuptis.
Say nice and slow to make sure they get the exact thing of what they're going for.
Which is hilarious because they give 3 completely different pronunciations throughout the entire 10 seconds of that video.
Nice.
Another one of my favorites was how they pronounced Louis C.K.'s name. They pronounced it Louis Cocaine Periods. Louis Cocaine Periods. Yeah, that there is one of my favorite YouTube channels. Just for a quick laugh.
Right. Yeah, that does sound good just for like a little quick. You don't have a lot of time, but you need a quick chortle.
Yep. Let's see, I'm trying to think of another one. There was this random medical term that they had posted up. Is acute lymphocytic something or another. But here's how they pronounced it. It's how they did the pronunciation. I don't know how to tell you this, but you have acute limp biscuit. You have limp biscuit.
Limp biscuit. Ah. Limp biscuits.
That's even worse than what he actually did have.
And most of my YouTubing is honestly just achievement hunters and Rooster Teeth stuff. Mostly just achievement hunter stuff. I probably should check out more Rooster Teeth stuff, but there's a lot of content.
Like, I did not realize Rooster Teeth did so much.
Oh God, yeah, no, they do a lot. It's crazy.
Are they still doing Red versus Blue?
Yep, they just started a new season.
Wow.
Yeah, it's their 11th season. I actually tried watching some of it. They actually talked about that on that interview with Bernie.
Ah, cool.
He was interviewing the other guys, and he talked about how when he started, you know, the first season of Red versus Blue, all the clips, the episodes are only like 5 minutes long.
Right.
Because at the time, that was pretty much, you know, it was a YouTube video, an internet video. They weren't meant to be long.
Right.
And so it was just a quick joke. So they were only like a couple minutes long. They were worried when they made like a 10-minute long video that it would be too long. Like, wow, it's 10 minutes long. Now people spend an hour on YouTube watching one video.
Right.
Hell, that interview, that one where that gamer game time one was over an hour long.
Hmm.
Yeah, they do a lot of content. Like I said, one of the more recent Bare Naked Ladies music videos was produced through them.
Hmm.
Bye.
I am with you on that one. I like that.
Oops.
Let's see. Do I feel like filling all this up? I kind of do.
Those poor squide.
They've got millions upon millions of cubic blocks of ocean and water. They'll be fine.
Until you completely cement them in gravel.
Well, they should have moved when they had the chance.
Yeah, they have millions and millions of cubic feet of ocean to swim in, and they choose right where we're building.
You know?
Always. I've noticed mobs do that. Cows, chickens, zombies, creepers. Always right where you're building. Filling up underneath the gravel.
Yes.
So last night, when we were building the teleporters, you asked me a question about my favorite plural noun.
Yeah, your favorite, your favorite word plural argument.
I don't have one of those, but I do have a favorite word.
It's annoying. I can never figure that out about these freaking mobs, man. Or maybe they just want to get in the way. Maybe it makes them feel special.
Could be. I need to stop lagging. That would be good. I still have more than half of the floor to fill in. Oh yeah, more than half. I'm only like a third of the way done. Excuse me.
And more than lap. I'm still on that. More night potion. That's true.
That was where the learning came in. Someone responded by typing palindrome backwards. Mord Nilap. Lap is a word.
Really?
A Mordenlap is a word that when spelled backwards makes a different word.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
So, for example, Immortanlap is an Immortanlap because when you spell it backwards, you get palindrome.
Wow.
Things like lever and revel.
Revel.
So while palindrome is not a palindrome, it is an Immortanlap.
I'm not gonna lie, my mind's kind of blown right now.
That is a word that I enjoy. I would like to share with you.
All right, let's hear it.
There's some explanation that goes into how we get into it. I got to lead into it.
Okay.
You know what a palindrome is?
Yes.
For those who don't know, a palindrome is a word that is the same word whether it's spelled backwards or forwards. And not just a word, but a phrase or sentence too.
Right.
So, simple words like mom and dad, those are palindromes. Race car is a palindrome because it doesn't matter whether you spell it forwards or backwards, it's still race car. And it's a pretty fun word concept as it is, palindrome.
Mm-hmm.
I was a while back I was surfing around on Tumblr and someone was complaining that palindrome is not a palindrome. And I'll type it in here. Palindrome. That is not a palindrome. You spell palindrome backwards, you don't get palindrome.